Good day.
Greetings.
Oops.
Yes?
Thanks.
Shit.
I can't carry anymore.
Hmm. We'll sell it. Oh, not good, not good, not good. Tris, what's up, buddy? I mean, it's slow going. I'm trying to do solo self-found, so I'm not trading. Um, I think I might have. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Respect or spec to lightning too early. I don't know yet. I'm trying to do a little farming to get. I need to make some stuff. So, but I mean, it's fine. I mean, I've been enjoying the run. I just haven't been rushing it. What level am I? 74. But I got cock blocked at the maggot layer because obviously all the beetles are lightning immune. So I don't know if I need to respec again. I have to think about it. I'm trying to get. I just need a Thol rune to make like a treachery. So that's what I'm farming for now. Of course, we're not going to get one. Some guy, what's up, buddy? I could shop for TP. Yeah, that's true. I could shop for one. Maybe I do that. I want to get a Tretch on the Merc, and then maybe I'll do some shopping for a Tretch staff. I mean a Telly staff. Yeah, that might be a good call. Dude, I got a Shaco off of Nightmare Shank, and it's ethereal. So I'm just wearing it till it breaks, man. Just wearing it till it breaks. But I'm not getting hit a whole lot, so it should probably last a little while. But I could believe this. And I thought I was going to get lucky because when this dropped, a gray Monarch drop. No, where'd that gray Monarch drop? I had a drop. It might have been there because it was Terror Zone. It might have been high enough. I had a gray Monarch drop and it was freaking 3 sockets. Yeah, I was definitely not expecting that, to be honest, dude, but it dropped. Is anybody on right now? Do they know what the Terror Zone is? I might farm Nightmare Terror Zone if it's a decent one. Blah. Of course it sucks. Like when I got to, I think when I got to Nightmare Act 4, I switched off of Poison. I don't know if that was good play. I did make Peace just to get the +2 skill, the Amazon chest. This was a good upgrade because it's it also spawns that Balk, which is kind of cool. Oh yeah, for sure. That's kind of what I'm doing. Start off with something besides my normal Sork start. And it hadn't been bad. I mean, I'd probably be running into the same issues doing solo self-found on the Sork. Just having teleport would have made maneuvering a little easier. See, I don't know what the play is for a playthrough on the Zon. I don't know if I need to be doing some sort of weird hybrid build to get past the immunes in Hell. I don't know. I've never started with a Zon before. Because definitely you're going to run into a ton of lightning immunes in Hell difficulty. I've messed with Tradery, not a ton. I've messed with it a little bit. I feel like I've traded a couple things on there. If I do any trading, I usually just get on JSP. What's up, Ram? What's up, Liam? See, because I've been just dumping into maxing out synergies for Charge and Lightning Fury. So this is where I'm at now. But then, yeah, I don't know. I might end up having to respec and do some sort of weird hybrid build to finish. Can't be getting hit a whole lot. 7 durability on that F Shaco.
Thanks. Thanks.
Keep him alive. Dude, my problem was 3 socket armors, and then I found like 2 mage plates back to back. So I'm gonna slap a Tretch together for my Merc, but it's mage plate, which is not ideal, but it'll work. But like, I can't find a Thol rune. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just trying to farm a Thol rune. I mean, I guess we could cube. Was it Ort? Might have to end up cubing Orts.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, some guy. I just need to get there, right? We just need to get to Hell Cows. It's kind of funny. I saw an article yesterday. Might have been yesterday. A Forbes article about how unfortunate it is that D2 or Blizzard doesn't do any upgrades with D2R. And that it makes them appreciate grinding gear for doing like both for PoE and PoE2. It kind of tied it together kind of nice. I was actually kind of surprised at the article.
Thanks.
Don't you kill my dude. I found 2 lems, or I got one off a Nightmare Forge, then I had one drop in cows. I need a freaking Titans to drop. Yeah, that's kind of. It didn't really touch on the monetization stuff, but it kind of hinted that, you know, if they'd have just done some stuff. I'll see if I can find an article and I'll link it. It was kind of, and like I said, it was in Forbes too, so it wasn't in like one of those like rando PC gamer type websites. It was in Forbes. Now with lightning, I can, like, this is a decent farm because the only immunes are the archers. So this one's not too bad to farm. Come on. Do this a couple more times. I just want to make a stretch and see if my Merc will survive a little bit. Well, yeah, I mean, that's just how it's going to be. Let me ask y'all that have been playing. Do the servers seem... I feel like they've downgraded the servers for D2R. I don't think we're running on the same servers we were running on when it first dropped. I don't know how to explain it. Like response time. I feel like they've dropped the tick rate. Like the response rate, or the number of responses you get per, I think it's per millisecond or whatever it is on the servers, like the higher the tick rate, it's the more responses per millisecond or second. And the higher that number is, the more expensive the servers are to maintain or to rent or whatever they're doing. I don't think they're necessarily maintaining their own hardware. I think they're renting them. And it seems like they've reduced down to lower tick rate servers. Like response times seem a little slower. Like, and there's a lot of stuff that happens on your server or on your computer, like client side, but the responses still have to, there's a constant messaging going back and forth between the server and your client because it's an online game. And it feels, I don't know, it might just be in my head. It feels like it's not as responsive as it used to be. But see, because they were complaining about that, Call of Duty was where a lot of people started noticing and complaining about that. Say, for instance, like you're shooting at another player, like a multiplayer game. For it to determine if you're going to hit that player, it sends a message up to the server. The server then goes to the other player, sees where their location is, responds back, relays that information back to you. So there's multiple relays of info going back and forth, like almost instantaneous. But if the response server, or the tick rate on the server that's in between you and the other player is lower, then you're going to get like these minuscule moments of lag where it looks like you're hitting the person, but you just haven't gotten the response back that that person has moved. So you'll be looking like you're hitting them, but you won't get a hit reg that you've hit that player. So the higher the tick rate is on the server, the more instantaneous those messages are, and you get better hit reg in a multiplayer situation. And what they're saying, Call of Duty had reduced the quality of the servers so that the tick rates were lower. So people were noticing a lot more ghost bullets where it looks like you're hitting somebody, but you're not. And if you really dig into it, you'll see a lot of info out there about that kind of stuff. And the more, a lot of the quality games, like I've like Battlefield, like their last iteration was horrible, but the game in general, like just the gunplay and stuff, the hit reg is way better than Call of Duty. It's because they use just a little better quality server to handle all that. And I don't know where people got the info, but they saw where Call of Duty started with this tick rate server, and now they're at this lower one. And people complain all the time about the hit registration not happening. There's always these people showing like ghost bullets where they're shooting somebody and it's just not hitting them. And see, Blizzard has to pay for it. I think they rent a lot of those servers. I think they just rent server space on these server farms, and that costs money. And the lower quality servers cost less money, so they'll scale that down to try and save some money on the server side. And I feel like they're doing that across the board with a lot of their games. I'm just throwing that out there. And being the type of game that D2R is, we're probably running on probably the lower end servers for sure. I don't doubt that for a second.
Hello.
Because they're not recouping any money from the player base, because unless somebody buys a new copy of the game, there's no money coming in from D2R. So they're paying for servers where they're not recouping any costs because the game sales for D2R are not. It's just outside of bots. Bots buying game copies. That's where all their money's coming from. Yeah, Liam, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was really noticeable. Like, this type of game, it's not that noticeable, because it just depends on what information has to be relayed from server to client and back and forth. And there's just not as much information going back and forth. Whereas in a shooter game, it's a lot of information. Especially in a multiplayer where you got multiple people coming into one game session, and it's constantly having to trade information. Like, if you see somebody, that means that that person's info got to the server and was then sent to you to where you can see them. And then if shooting occurs, and there's just all kind of info going back and forth. But yeah, I don't know. I noticed it the other day when I was playing. I don't know. There were certain things happening where it just felt like it wasn't responding as quick. Because I want to say, like, interaction with a vendor, the vendor's info, I think, is mainly server side. Like, it might, if you hit trade, server sends you this information, and then maybe it's held locally until it's reset, like when you go out and come back in. I don't think the local code spawns this. It could, but there's just, without seeing what info's traded back and forth, I'm just making guesses. Just need a Thol rune. I guess I could do Andy runs, technically, as well. What am I looking at? Lightning immunes there. I think just the the guys that spit lightning balls would be the only ones I have to worry about. I mean, I got a little magic fine. Well, with the Shaco, maybe just 50. I feel like I had a little more. No, just straight 50. Eldritch and Shank is actually a good run for this. If I could get a Terror Zone. Trying to think if what do we have in, I guess technically Pit. I think there's a couple of lightning immunes in the Pit. Maybe just one. The skeletons? We'll go take a look. The Pit, since it can drop everything, might not be horrible. Get that Thulrun first, though. I also need a new base for my. I need a higher level insight base. I got like an exceptional one. Just some rando ones. I got like all I'm looking for is plus skills. I found these plus 2s. I haven't found higher. Even if I find like some plus 3 blues, I'm gonna switch it out. If we could get some Titans to drop, that would be amazing. I'm going completely wrong direction.
I am overburdened.
Not horrible. Oh, get out. I mean, I'm playing solo self-found this time, so we use what we can get. What is... Oh, my Merc's gonna so die. Yep, he's already dead. Ooh. Let's get the Merc. I found a Shaco, but it's ethereal.
Yes?
And I actually found it in Nightmare.
Greeting.
The sisterhood welcomes you.
Yeah, I found the Shaco off of Terror Zone. Shank? I think Shank dropped it in Nightmare. Everything else is kind of just garbo. I did find a Raven. which is nice. Menard. I mean, I got some stuff. We need some, still need some basic drops, but I mean, they'll come. We're getting loaded on full rejuves. Gold's a problem as well. Resin that Merc. I need to get him a little stronger. I hadn't even got the meth yet. I'm stuck in Act 2 Maggot Lair, so I gotta farm a telestaff of some sort on top of everything else. Man catcher. I don't know why I'm bothering. We're a long ways off from an infinity. Three Rowls? Holy crap. And we'll take them. I mean, once I get kitted out, I'll probably trade stuff off just for the hell of it. And maybe we do our own crafting. I don't know. But Matt, what's up, buddy? I'm going to look, though. How bad would the pit be? Well, wrong one. $15.15 Monarch, yeah, that's kind of nice. I found one of those, and I feel like I traded it for a pretty good bit. It was a few seasons back, but I posted it up, and it got quick. Yeah, JD, I kind of figured that. Mausoleum. I can run it Mausoleum. I'm trying to remember which ones were lightning immune. Maybe it's the archers here too. Yeah, it must be the archers. I thought it was the skellies, but they're cold, so. Let's grab that. And having to repair since I don't have replenish is annoying.
What can I do for you?
Enigma for that 15-15? Probably. I don't remember what I got for it, but it was a decent amount. I need to stop getting hit. Yeah, it's the archers. Yeah, see? They immediately smoked my Merc. and my Valk. Holy crap. Are those archers? Yeah, they are. Yeah, let's not play around with that. Like a monarch can drop, like a monarch base can drop anywhere in anywhere in hell, right? Oops. I need as many plus skills as I can get. Yeah, well, that's why I'm running tower just to see if I get a Thol rune. Any other time, they're all over the place. But you know, since I'm running Lightning Fury, I just need as many plus skills as I can get. Not gonna help me with the lightning immunes, but
Thanks. Thanks.
yeah, I already got one smoking. I made one already. I got the +2 here. That's what's spawning the Valk, which is kind of nice, so I don't have to dump points into it. So what I need is my +2 here. We could probably get better here, for sure. I'm okay with the Mav belt because of the faster run walk. For now. So another plus here. Probably need the Raven. And then Skillers. Oh yeah, and my amulet Scarbo. But my question, all right, for you experienced Jav players, how are we getting through hell difficulty? Like right now, I'm pure Lightning Fury. That's not gonna work. Maybe. How are we doing a solo playthrough on Javazon and getting through or getting past? Are we just ignoring light immunes? We doing some sort of weird hybrid build? Like on a Sork, I would just do a weird hybrid build just to get past hell difficulty. Decoy and ignore. Yeah, I do need to upgrade my Merc weapon. He's running just a war scythe right now, so this is way too low, but I just hadn't found better yet. Yeah, we're gonna shop for a tele staff because yeah, that is just maggot layer is is impossible. Waiting for my merc to kill those beetles is rough. I can do, yeah, I could probably get a lower res wand maybe. Oh no. Hopefully we don't have to go that way. Bulwark, yeah. I'm. That's what I need the Thol rune for now, is to make the Tretch. I guess I need to check the helmets though, because I didn't think about it. I probably need to get a Bulwark made. I'm thinking about switching the Merc to Holy Freeze though. Like, might hits him, lets him hit more, but it's easier with the slow to get around a lot of stuff with the Holy Freeze. So I'm thinking about switching that up, just at least for hell difficulty. Just get through hell. I should pick that up just to sell it. Because do need to build up some gold. Because for Bulwark, we just need like IO, right? That's the highest. These don't roll plus skill, do they?
Thanks. Thanks.
Don't mess with those. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of doing that as well, Smoking. Like, I'm up to 75 now. I'm kind of over leveling it, 100%. Just running like this Act 1 stuff.
I can't carry anymore.
Too slow. Just run past. Get the gold. Oh, I can't kill that.
Your blood will boil.
Of course there's archers. get my merc to kill him.
Greetings.
Good day.
Bro, what are you doing? Ooh. I'll take that though. Well, maybe I'll just cube up some Ort runes. I think I got enough. Alright, so we got a Mal. We'll be able to use that. Ort. Yep, I got 3 Orts. There we go. Alright.
The Order welcomes you.
Good to see you.
Alright, so... Wait, what was Tretch? Tretch is... Shale Tholem. Alright. Shale Tholem. Alright, so we can put that on the Merc. Give him a little more survivability. Oops.
I'll put that to good use.
Using Venom Ward. Just in case we need some poison immune later. Best armor in the game. Alright, so we've got Tretch on the Merc. So we need a 3-socket helmet to make Bulwark. What do I need for that? I think I got the runes for that. Bulwark, rune word. Oops. Alright, so we need shale, another shale, IO Sol. So I need a shale rune now. Can we cube to that? What do we need for shale? So 3 sols to make a shale. I could do that. I just need a base though. We need a base. What should I farm for the base? Yeah, I need a farm area. What am I thinking? Andy? Let's see how Andy run goes. I've done a couple. They're kind of slow going since you got to run. Might not be too bad though. I need like a good Nightmare Terror zone. Maybe the next one will be good. Best case scenario, we get like nightmare cows or something. Terror zone. Jeremy, what's up, buddy? What's going on with you, man? Pulling them crazy shifts again? How'd you get past Nightmare Act 4 with just fire? Isn't that where you normally have to switch up? I feel like that's where we normally had to switch off of fire-only builds, was in Nightmare Act 4. You can only run past so much. Normal 10, 12 hours, not a normal shift, man. Unless you're like in the medical profession. Alright, my Merc's already faded. Thanks, Jeremy. Okay, well, yeah. Let me back up. Yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen a shift in people going, working like 410s or 412s just to get a 3-day weekend. I have seen a shift in that. That was starting to happen in like the tech industry a bit. We had like the people. I mean, we had the option at my office to work as long as you got the time in, right? And there was people that shifted to working like the working the longer shifts. But I don't know. I feel like in certain types of jobs, like 12-hour shifts, you lose some productivity in that long of a stretch. Let's take a look. Make sure I don't die. That's actually kind of a crazy staff. So you did that just to get past the get past the fire immunes. Yeah, I could see that working. Alright, so this is where I usually get in trouble. You'll get those lightning immune guys. Sometimes you get lucky and there's not that many. And sometimes there's just a whole room full of them. Yeah, these, what are they? Afflicted. Yeah, these dudes is where it becomes a problem. The Tretch seems to be working a little better, though. Well, he still got smoked. By Andy, of course. What a whore. Nothing. Might as well give me a no drop. And we're out. Liam, I was wondering that earlier. Like, I had like a +2 jab, white one, and I was like, if I imbue this, do I just lose the base +2? But then I found one, so I didn't bother. What's up, Tommy? What's going on, buddy? Alright, so we need a 3-socket helmet.
Good day.
Hello.
Because Bulwark has life leech, right? Pretty sure Bulwark has life leech. Nightmare cows? And I needed something else. A shell rune? I think it was shell rune. Tommy, you always in a bail run, man. Yeah, S Shaco, man. It dropped in Nightmare too. It dropped off of Nightmare Shank. It was crazy. I saw it and I was like, yes. And then it was ethereal. That's. I feel like that we had mentioned that before. I thought that was the case.
I can't.
Oh, did I just sell that back? I still catch myself doing PoE controls. I've stopped trying to roll at least. Alright, we need a 3-socket helmet. Yeah, Liam. Yeah, it's hard to break out of once you've been using it. You know, it's ingrained in that muscle memory. Because how many times you've probably done it in PoE at that point, right? And it's like, yeah, I'm in a tight spot. Let me just roll out. I'm dead. This resets in 1 minute. We'll see what we get. Just looking for a helmet. We'll pick that up. No, I started the season as a Jav. Ancient Tunnels? Maybe? Yeah, Jav. I'd said that, like, when I was playing that solo grind, I was like, I'm going to start this season with a Javazon just to see. Dude, go kill him. I wouldn't say I regret it, but it's been a little slower start.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, probably. Of course, I'm halfway there already, dude. I
Good day.
my right hearing aid went out, and I don't have a backup, so I need to make an appointment and start looking at a new set of hearing aids. $15, $20, $10. Jesus, man. Yeah, that's a good start. Oh, in. Yeah, kind of, Liam. Sometimes it's better not to be able to hear.
I can't carry anymore.
Good job, Merc. I Need to not be getting hit with this ethereal Shaco on. Wait, didn't it switch? Oh, that's right, ancient tunnels. That's funny. What's up, Cherry? Yeah, man. We got all kind of colors going on.
I can't carry anymore.
God almighty. Those Twitch bots are getting kind of wild. Selling them fake viewers. You know, that's got to be happening a lot for them to be spamming like that. There must be a lot of people actually buy viewers. Yeah, we'll take that. What did I say I needed though? I needed shale? Is that what I'm looking for? I think it's shale. And the base. We need the base. Well, they announced the date for the PoE. They didn't say officially, but it's looking like a new season. Have you guys seen that? There's conversation out there. They got a reveal on the 27th, what it entails, but they got a name for it. So I feel like there might be a reset. Yeah, that's what it's reading that way because they're calling it Season of the Huntress or something like that. And so I think it's going to be a full reset. So basically they're adding Javazon to PoE, which is kind of cool. I am. I'm warming up for it. Jerry, did you see how fast the times were for the races, for the PoE races? Well, they also said something about adding more drops or more interesting drops in the end game. They kind of touched on it, but it wasn't a whole lot of info. Is that what it is, Jerry? Because the top 3 times were all warrior. And they were stupid fast, like 2.5 hours? That's crazy. So I'm assuming it's a warrior specific thing? Or can other classes do whatever? Yeah, but they played all the way through, so at some point it's got to catch up, right? Like they still have to kill the bosses. It was I thought those times were wild. Well, I figured it was to charge the shield charge, whatever it's called. Yeah, because I think when I was messing around with it that first time, we were thinking like 5-ish hours, 5 to 7 hours to finish, and these dudes were done in 2.5. It was crazy. 2.5 hours. And I think they did it this past Sunday, and the dude that won it the first time won it again, I think, and he shaved a little bit of time off. It was crazy. That was a wild times. When I saw that, I was like, man, ain't touching that. But there was, because it was supposed to be for each class, right? So I looked, and I think the top ranger was still like 3.5 hours. Nowhere near the time of the warrior, but it was still 3.5, which is still really fast. Like I think the top times of each class were sub 5 hours. What was it doing? Oh, I'm running cows one more time. Well, let's look. What's Lost City gonna look like? But the update's going to be really good, I think. And that's going to be on April 4th. I believe April 4th was the time I saw. And they're also doing the Call of Duty's doing the Verdansk drop on April 2nd. So I'm curious. I'm gonna be trying it. I don't have my hopes up for it. I don't. I think it's gonna be pretty disappointing for all the people that really love the first Verdansk map. Yeah, see, this thing with ancient tunnels, it's a pain to find. I probably missed it. I don't see it. That's maybe this way. The hell? Did I run past it? Get off me. Oh, yeah, there it is. Well, it's a terror zone, so yeah, that's why I'm in here. Because I know, you know, for hell, it's like there's no cold immune, so that was always the thing, right? So what's the monster level? 71. I think that's high enough to even for a monarch to drop. I gotta look that up. Min level for monarch to drop. Monarchs can be found in level 72. So technically it could drop here, but it's got to be off of the packs. Only the packs can drop it. Because the area level 71. 71. So that means champ packs plus 2? One's plus 2, one's plus 3. It doesn't really matter which one's which. Both the packs can drop it, but that's it. So the trash mobs you can't get it. Yeah, I can't get white items. Is that true for the champ packs? Also, the blue packs. See, like that's a blue pack. So, can't get the Monarch there. Can we shop for 3-socket helmets? White 3 sockets. I mean, I've shopped for shields. Have I shopped for helmets? Well, since we're here. Where should we shop for a telestaff? Does it matter if we're normal or not? I think you're right. I think it's just 2-socket in the vendor.
Yes?
Jerry, we were just talking about that. I have tried to roll so many times, it's crazy. I finally stopped doing it, but I have tried to roll myself out of trouble. I couldn't even tell you. Two-socket helmet. Yeah, I kind of thought that was the case. Probably still Act 2 is probably the best place to shop, just because you can go in and out quick. Is he, which vendor does he have the staves? Yeah, okay, so he has the staves anyways.
Good day. Approach and let's trade.
I think Marvels is kind of fallen off for me. We've been playing it a little bit, and it's, for ranked, it's gotten so bad with the Smurfs playing in the lower elos that it's rough. If they don't, I don't think if they don't address the ability to Smurf, I think it's going to really hurt their game in the long run.
Ask and learn.
Nah, Jerry, I'm playing solo self. What? Hey, when did you? I hadn't even seen you on. Have you been? What are you playing? Yeah, that's the thing, smoking. You're 100%. If it's a free to play, you're gonna run into that. 100%. Dennis, yeah, well, I'm back and forth, Dennis. I felt like since there was a new season start, I'd mess around with it a little bit, but I'm still playing PoE. You know, because these season, like the season restarts for D2, kind of fall off so quick.
Allow me to advise you.
Yeah, Jerry, I've just felt like starting something different. Like I probably would have started Sork normally, but since I was messing around on the Amazon when I shifted over to PoE, I figured I'd start with one, see how it felt. Where did the Titans drop at? Joe, what's up, brother?
Good day.
Off of meth, yeah. Smoking, I gotta be honest, dude. I kind of thought that I was going to be the same way, but I'm able to. It's fun. It's a fun game, but like the rank grind is so rough with the smurfing right now that it's just kind of sucked the fun out of it. Like we were really having a good time with it, but like we were playing a little bit last night, right? And it was like I logged out of it after that game last night. We got into a rank game, and there was 3 level 11s on the other team. And right away, I was like, those guys are going to be Smurfs. And their names were similar, so they were obviously teamed up. And, oh my God, dude. They steamrolled us so bad. They were farming us at the damn spawn door. We couldn't even get out the spawn door. And we called them out, and they were like, well, we just do it for fun. I'm like, yeah, there it goes right there. I mean, what's the point? Well, Jeb, it's not like I don't mind the number of heroes. It really, that part's not that big a deal, to be perfectly honest. And the balance between them is decent. And they're tweaking that pretty. They're putting out. They got a patch dropping this week for a little balance change. It's just that there's no way for them. It's free to play, so it's easy to make a new account. Just need another email address, and people are doing that. And like, for fun, they like the higher elo players. Like, just will go into the low elo games and just wreck everybody just because it's fun. To them, it's not fun on the other end of it. And I think that's honestly going to probably kill their player base.
Ask
and I don't know how they fix it, but well, I kind of do. I think if they just raised the minimum level to play ranked, it would kind of cut that out. Because right now, you only have to be level 10 to play ranked matches, which you could get level 10 fairly quickly. If they raised it to like 25, yes, level, yeah, yeah, exactly what I'm saying. The level requirement's too low. It should be 25 or 30.
Allow me to advise you.
Level 10 takes maybe 2 hours to get to, because it's the same like in most other games. Now, more like the higher level you get, the more time between level, more XP between levels. So level 25 takes a while to get to. Jerry, we're in a rough spot. Like, we got one guy trying to focus on trying to get like not a developer, what do you call it? Publisher. He's trying to reach out to some publishers because it's so big that building the level is taking us so much time. that's where we're in. That's where the problem is right now. We're trying to build out the level, and it's so big it's just eating up so much time. So we figure if we could get to where we could get a publisher to maybe fund some of it or help us with the development of it, that maybe we could push it forward a little bit. So we're kind of in like a rough spot. Like, I feel like for it to be good, it has to be that big. But in the same token, I don't know if we need to shift and maybe put out like a smaller. I don't know what we need to do.
Ask and learn.
I think for the concept to work, it has to be that big. Yeah. Well, here's what was funny, Jerry. Like, I started at the top, and one of the other guys was like, "All right, I'll start at the bottom, and we'll try and meet." And I've finished like the first top 5 levels, but obviously, as it's a pyramid, so the bottom levels are so big. Yeah, that's what we're thinking. We were thinking about maybe just taking the top 5 levels that I've finished and maybe building something out of that. That might be the direction we have to go. So we might just end up doing that. But we'd have to really refine the concept to make it work with the smaller player base. I don't know. We're kicking around a way to do it. Because I did finish either top. I think I'm on the 5 down. I've finished the top 4, like they're laid out and made, and I'm finishing out like the 5th level at this point where I'm at is pretty big. It's pretty good size. Because like the bottom level is like 400 by 400 meters, which in your head doesn't sound that big, but it's gigantic. When you plop a player in it and start running around, 400 by 400 is gigantic. And obviously, as you go up, you get smaller floor space. But like, we had planned on doing 10 floors, so I'm on the 5th from the top, and he's still working on the bottom one. It's so big. But since we got that much done, and we do have like the players done for the most part, the shooting done, we got some guns built, maybe we just put out a completely different style of game at first, just to see if we, like you're saying, like get a proof of concept to get something to work. Because you could drop a smaller game like that maybe on Steam and see what generates. But it kind of kills our whole premise of what we started. So we're kind of in a weird space. But I don't want to just leave that work just not used. So we're gonna have to shit or get off the pot at some point. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. But again, like we have all that work put into it. I don't want to just let it sit, because I think the concept is still good. Just based off of what I'm seeing coming out, I mean, I think the concept would work. Yeah, no, 100% for sure. And I'm still on with those guys every night. We'll be messing around playing other stuff. But yeah, I feel like we've been kind of ducking it. And we need to have a come to Jesus and make some decisions. Because, I mean, a smaller map concept just to get some interest might work. I don't know how we'd let it play out. I don't think you could do a battle royale on a smaller concept like that, but maybe some other kind of just multiplayer shooter, maybe? I don't know. And we have been looking at shifting from Unity to Unreal Engine. One of the guys has been spending a lot of time just learning Unreal, and it's just so much better. It's so much better.
Ask and learn.
And it looks like it wouldn't be that hard to port over. Because we built all our assets like in Blender. And there's like already a bunch of character stuff just pre-built in Unreal.
Hello.
So that stuff we wouldn't have to port over. We would just have to port over the level itself. So we're looking at shifting it over to Unreal.
Good evening.
And we should have known better. Like, from the get-go, everybody knows that Unreal Engine's just better for shooter-type games. But when we first started kicking around the idea of making a game, we weren't looking at making a shooter. So we that's why we're messing with Unity. No, Liam, I just have to wait on Twitch, right? Just to see who says anything. Dude, we were originally going to do a survival game based off of Chernobyl. That's what we were originally, because at the time we were playing a lot of 7 days. And it goes back to that time. Was it Fantastic that dropped the game that was supposed to be a survival game that ended up not being anything? Was that Fantastic? But what they had promised was what we always wanted in a survival game. So that's where we originally started. And there's several survival games built on Unity. It works for those. And so we were like looking at that, and then we like shifted to this shooter concept. I don't even remember how it shifted from one to the other, but it did. We shifted to that, but then we were already in Unity, so we stayed there. Now we should have just scrubbed it and gone to Unreal at that point, but yeah, whatever. It's not as big a deal to shift as I thought it would be. Jeb. How does a room piss you off, man? Come on. Jeb got mad at his house and started wrecking it.
Hello.
Oh, really, Liam? So when are you going to have that thing? You probably had that thing put together pretty quick yet once you get the parts. I hate shopping for staves. Buying a telly staff is such an annoying. If I was playing single player, it'd be instantaneous.
Approach and let's trade.
Speaking of putting the computers together, I need to reach out. My nephew had decided he was going to build one. And I was helping him a little bit. He'd ask me questions. But I think he got it done, but I haven't asked him how it came out. Yeah, 100% Liam. Just getting Windows set up and everything. That's literally probably takes longer than actually putting all the components together. Actually assembling a computer is not that big a deal. Even if you've never done it before, you literally just YouTube a video and just step through it, and you'll have one put together in no time.
Good day. Greetings.
What are you talking about, Jerry? What's disappointing about the new cards? I heard rumors somebody put out something about like the 5090s like burning up, but outside of that I hadn't really heard anything. I haven't really been paying attention a whole lot. I mean, I looked like there was some price point stuff where the 5060s were supposed to be like $399 or something, like pretty inexpensive. Yeah, I actually saw something about the AI graphics thing. Um, like it anticipates what's going to be required and builds it ahead of time using AI. That's some sort of technology like that. But I thought price point wise, they weren't going to be any worse than the 4040 series, but maybe even like on the lower end. Like I want to say like the old 4060s or 70s or whatever were pretty expensive, but like the 5060 series, like the lowest one, was going to be like $399 or $499 or something.
Approach and let's trade.
All right, this is getting old.
Greetings.
Yeah, I was thinking about looking at them later on in the year once the dust has settled a little bit and seeing how the prices fell out. So I'm never one to buy something out the gate when it hits the market. I let everybody else guinea pig that stuff before I put my money in. 2K, Jesus Christ.
Allow me to advise you.
That's part of what I was wondering about. Like if they're using like AI to like do the graphics building, like you're gonna. I feel like the updates are going on those cards are gonna be the driver updates are gonna be crazy.
ask and learn.
Maybe now's when I buy like a 4090. We're never going to find a tele staff.
Good day.
Yeah, no, that's for 100% sure. Yeah, that's for those big AAA title games. Yeah, some guy I'm trying to, man. I'm about to give up. I've been sitting in this vendor for a little bit now, trying to find a tele staff. Because I need to get past freaking Maggot Lair. I guess I could try and get my Merc. He's a little stronger now, and maybe he can just slowly chew through them, but it'd almost be just as fast, but I think it's 17.
Allow me to advise you. Good day. Greetings.
Well, I mean, there's got to be a ceiling to like the games as far as the graphics. I mean, it's only going to get so much better. Because I don't know that people technically want like games to be that super realistic.
Day.
Like I think like a lot of these guys are striving to make games that are more and more and more realistic. But I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily what the gamers want. Yeah, most people aren't, I don't think. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Most people aren't. They're making games for those top end graphics, but most people don't play that way. Yeah, I mean, I could, you know, the look of a game obviously comes into play, but if it's a fun game more than anything, I can deal with like some potato graphics to an extent. Yeah, exactly, Jerry. Because I mean, like what's been popular this year so far? What's dropped that's been like super popular? Obviously, Marvel's did. Marvel's was a pretty big hit, and it's cartoony. It's not graphics intensive. I haven't. I still have. I've meant to watch that trailer, Dennis. My friend was telling me that the trailer was out for the new Battlefield. I haven't looked at it yet.
Allow me
I
to
mean,
advise you.
to an extent, I get that in the shooter games, but even then, it could look awesome. But if the gameplay or the gunplay doesn't feel good, then nobody cares about the graphics at that point. Yeah, and Helldivers was not cartoony, but it's in that slot where a lot of the games are, where it's the graphics are good, but they're not like crazy. Like, I mean, yeah, if you look at anybody playing shooter games, it's how what FPS they can get out of it, because it's all about being able to see and hit the shots and that sort of thing, and that super realism stuff just goes out the window with that. I mean, if I don't really care as much, but they're like trying to push that envelope for that, but it's like such a small percentage of the player base that actually that's like what they want the most out of a game. Well, even Black Myth Wukong, I mean, I didn't play it, but it kind of fell in that slot, right? I mean, the graphics were good. I mean, and that's enough. If the gameplay's good, then that's what wins. All right, I'm about to give up on this.
Allow me to advise you.
Is it pretty intensive?
Approach and let's trade.
Yeah. Alright, we're never going to get a telly staff. I'm just going to kill stuff. We'll just do some nightmare cows.
Good day.
Greetings.
I can't carry anymore.
Good day.
Well, even like was it last year? Like, what do you call it? Baldur's Gate? That's not like a super intensive graphics game, right? I mean, that was pretty mid-tier as far as graphics, if I remember correctly. But I mean, I think there's still a decent amount of players playing that game. No, Pathless, I haven't finished Hell yet. I'm trying to find some stuff to get there. Oh, that's, of course, it's 3-socket. Jerry, I haven't seen anything about essence drop rates being any higher. Oh shoot, I forgot to repair. Yeah, well, I'm trying to play solo self-found. That's why I'm kind of stuck here. Not really. I am kind of stuck. I just tried to shop for a telestaff, and that was just taking too long. Yeah, I've been bouncing back and forth. I was doing some Hell Countess when I was looking for. Actually, I need to get a shell rune. No, Countess has no lightning immunes except for the archers, the trash archers. Everything else is not lightning immune, and like Countess is always fire cold, so Countess is actually not a bad run. I was messing around and tried to do Hell Pits, and that wasn't great. Because of course the archers were lightning immune. But I need a 3-socket helmet for my Merc. I want to make a Bulwark. Yeah, we'll probably go back to Hell Countess. I did get a Malrune to drop earlier, so that was kind of nice. An hour. Yeah, it's only when you need it. It's when the drop won't happen. Like I've gotten like multiple 4-socket flails, but if I was looking for a 4-socket flail, it would never drop. Yeah, and it's to the point where I probably will cube if I can find like just a white one. No, I'm trying to make a Bulwark, so I need just a white 3-socket. And I guess probably Hell Countess just for the fact that I could probably get a, I mean, at least there's a chance for a Monarch to drop. Would it be the lowest level thing to have 3? Or does that only get 2? Might only get 2. Roberto, what's up, brother? Nightmare Triss? Maybe? Yeah, but Unleashed doesn't roll that high, does it? I want to say on Bulwark, isn't it like 12% or something? That would be so. Dude, I'm trying to do solo self-found, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, we're just gonna go do Hell Countess. Probably better off if some other random stuff can drop. Nice, Roberto. Oh, so I just need to be trying to realize it in my head, Liam, and just it appear. Is that what I'm missing?
Hello.
Well, at least it's tracking, Roberto. That's cool.
Yes?
All right, we're gonna picture it in our head and see if it drops. Did I do hell difficulty? Yeah. Exactly. Just use the force. Apparently, I'm just doing it wrong then. Y'all are just realizing this stuff and it shows up. Y'all are just thinking about it and it happens. Man, maybe my mind's just wandering too much. I'm thinking about too many other things. See, this is going to be a jab skiller. Now, see, it don't work for me. Yeah, dude. Yeah, number 3. And yeah, he is. I mean, they're all 2 years apart, man. Here's what's crazy though, like the middle one and the one that was just born, their birthdays are a day apart. We thought at first that they were going to literally have the same birthday. Yeah, dude, here's what's crazy. No, here's what's crazy, Jerry. She had the baby, and they were still in the hospital. And then she looked at my son and was like, "You ready for a boy now?" I was like, "Oh no." Man, I don't want to hear that. She is 33. 30, 32? 32, 33? Right in there. I mean, technically, I don't know. She had a little rougher time with this one. Like, she had the high blood pressure thing, and she had a kidney stone a week before the baby was born. Yeah, they're slow. So yeah, I don't know. This might be the last one.
Yes?
Well, might need that at some point. We'll hang on to that. I don't like how it looks, but that's fine. Dude, these are not accidents. Now, she didn't get gestational. My wife did, like on our son. She's like my son and his wife. They're both single children, single child. So I think they're like in the have a bunch of kids mindset. I guess I don't know. I think they both really want big families. Oh no no! Get away from that. Archer's bad. Oh, more archers. Jesus. There's archer bosses on both sides. We're not doing that. I guess we'll just keep doing that. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I have in my head, like a game like that creates a legacy that can be passed down, or
Greetings.
like money that can be passed down. All right, let's do this. That's crazy. It put 2 packs of archer bosses on both sides of Countess.
Thanks. Thanks.
Of course. Yeah, immediately. Get out of there.
The sisterhood welcomes you.
Good day.
Wasn't no way to get around that. Yeah. Yeah, some guy for sure, man. He getting a little beefier. That Tretch has upped his survivability. I think if I could get some sort of leech helm, bulwark, or find a Tal helmet or something. But now it's trying to trap me with archers constantly. I don't know what the hell's going on. Look at this. Like I was running earlier, I wasn't running into that many archers. Now they're just swarming. Again. 7. Yeah. Happens quick, dude. I mean, our first grandkid is going to be in school this year. Going to be in kindergarten. Dude, it just seemed like she was just born. Much less there's a third one. Roberto, I'm up to 76. Just trying to get some stuff to push past Maggot Lair. I haven't finished it yet. Ooh, a Grimhelm. Please, please, please. Ah. Crown of Thieves drop will be nice. Town Helm I'll take. I mean, this stuff can drop in this where I'm at, so maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, God. They're going to block the doorway? Nope. Run by. I probably should use that. Nope. Archer's chasing. Where's my mark? Get up there, dude. No, it was one socket already. I couldn't do it was already socketed. What you mean, Tommy, pulling up Phil? What's Phil doing? Act 2. That's where I'm stuck in Maggot Lair. My Merc just is so slow killing the beetles through the lair since I'm full lightning. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's put boss archers on the side again. Not this side this time. There's just one. Oh, they're coming in their fanaticism. Oh, I need that shale.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Not online? Am I not? What the hell? No, I'm online. It says it's green. Well, Roberto, I spent 30 minutes trying to shop a staff. Nice, Roberto.
Yes.
The Order welcomes you.
Alright, what was... I just need the base now. I just need the base. So we can either make the bulwark or have a different helmet drop. But then we're good. Because that's perfect... that's a perfect defense, isn't it? For the Iraq. I think 120 is perfect. I keep forgetting to repair. I have found like one perfect one, and I feel like that traded like kind of crazy actually. Alright, just run past everything. Stop killing. I wouldn't mind making hustle, but the +2 on this peace armor right now is really nice. Yeah, those dudes are lightning. My wife's looking at another rabbit. I don't know what I've started, but this whole rabbit thing's getting a little crazy. Ow, right there. Dude, yeah, I'd straight up have some chickens. We had chickens in our yard in the middle of the neighborhood when I was younger. My dad, he got in his head we were going to get chickens and have fresh eggs. He bought like 11 hens and a rooster, and we had them. We had eggs for a while, but if you don't feed them enough, what's the word? Like grit. I think that's called. I think they just feed them grit. To eat, they start eating their own eggs for the eggshell. So ours got into a habit of eating the eggs. So then we had fresh chicken in the freezer. Dude, at one point, my wife was looking at a pet goat because you could get those. I forget what they're called. They're like Nigerian dwarf goats. They're really small. Um, and at one point, she was entertaining that. To be fair, they're pretty cute, but still, it's a goat. There ain't nothing wrong with goats, man. Dude, there's a reason why my wife's parents called her Ellie Mae Clampett. Yeah, Dennis, they do, man. I didn't realize until we got this one, because the woman was telling us the males can start breeding by 10 to 12 weeks. 10 to 12 weeks males can start breeding. And the females can start having litters by 4 to 6 months. Blue, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Beverly Hillbillies. My wife, her parents have always called her Ellie Mae Clampett because she always would try and rescue any animal that came around. Have y'all ever had rabbit? Rabbit literally does taste like chicken. Oh crap. I'm gonna have to run by. Run by, run.
Thanks. Thanks.
Oh, and he gets killed, of course. Well, yeah, that's kind of the joke, right? But literally, rabbits
Good day.
taste like chicken.
Good day.
We can only handle 1 or 2 archers at a time. Oh, he's nowhere high enough to use a CV, though. Oh, code room. We'll take that. Nah, I have no need for that. You learn from your dog. I hear you. Oh, stop.
Not enough mana.
Hell, burn my mana. God, how long ago was that now? Dang it. Come on, give me a... Nah.
I am overburdened.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, when it came out, that was such a great movie. That's what I miss, man. There's no groundbreaking movies anymore. They're just out of stuff. Tarzan. I mean, it's good. The remake stuff has just gotten so crazy. I mean, from what I understand, they're remaking Harry Potter, but it's not like a prequel or like they're just literally remaking the original ones. Which, I mean, Harry Potter was a little while back, but it wasn't that far back that they're just remaking it again. That's just weird to me. Oh my god, that's a lot of archers. Yeah, but it's just based off the books again. They're just redoing the books. It's not like an original story of this, of the Harry Potter. They're just making a show out of the books again. Oh, come on. No, I get that. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It just seems lazier to me. I don't know if that's quite what I'm looking for. It's just, it's like there's no new ideas, so we take the old ones because they'll make money and just do them a little different. Of course, they're going to block that door, and that's probably where I need to go. Get out of the doorway. Like I was actually talking about this with my wife the other day. No, it's not that. Like, I read a lot. I have read so many books that I think could be adapted into a good movie. There's so many books. But, it's more like Harry Potter's already got that brand recognition, so we're going to do that into a show now. Instead of gambling on, a lot of good stuff out there. Like, Brandon Sanderson's like one of my favorite fantasy writers. He actually was the one that was picked by the wife of Jordan to finish The Wheel of Time. His stuff is amazing. All his books I've read are just so good. And none of his stuff gets done into anything. Like, he's probably got like at least 4 different book series that they're not even concluded for the most part. So I think 1 or 2 of them are. But he's got like at least 3 series that he's still writing books for. And I think any one of them would be a great show or movie. I mean, they're just so creative. And just like stuff like that gets ignored. It's on the last one, some guy. that's actually crazy. So that's one of my favorite series. And Brandon Sanderson wrote the last book. And I when I read that series the first time, the last two books hadn't come out. So I read those as they came out. And Jordan passed away. And I was like, there's no, because I'd never heard of Brandon Sanderson at that point. And I was like, there's no shot somebody's going to come in and finish this series. And he did such a good job that put me onto his work. And that's how I got familiar with his writing. Yeah, well, kind of to an extent, Jerry. Maybe I'm just not differentiating. Like, I don't think movies are. I think movies are falling behind, like Netflix and Amazon. I think movies are just the state of movies that come out. Like, back in the day, when I say back in the day, like, even like 15, 20 years ago, not too far back, I feel like we had, like, every year, like during the summer season, we had multiple like really cool movies coming out, and I don't think that just occurs at all anymore. Oh, come on.
Greetings.
Roberto Joe was here earlier. Wasn't that what was the latest Oscar winner? The best? You talking about Best Picture? Wasn't it that the stripper movie? I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't remember the name of it.
Hello.
Oh, that dude's lightning immune. Well, I've looked for reviews of that movie, and there's like there's like a reoccurring theme from what I've seen, and to be fair, it doesn't look like anything that I normally would watch anyways. that like the first half is like really really good, and then the story gets a little meandering in the second half, where she's trying to find the guy. I've noticed that a lot in like a lot of things I've read. And to be fair, I don't know. It might be something I watch. It's just not in my normal purview of like movies I'd watch. Succession I don't recognize. Last of Us was the game, like was the one based off the game, right? I haven't watched it. I heard it was really good. Like the problem I have is I have to, like, my movie watching is limited based off of my mother being home or not. I mean, it's weird, but it's just how it is.
Thanks.
Oh, get away from the boss. Some guy, is that the series that one spin-off from, was it Yellowstone? I've been meaning to check that one out. I'll have a chance to catch up on a lot of my watching because my mother's going to my sister here in a week, 2 weeks. Paradise, is that a movie or a series? We finished what was it called? The Night Watchman. I don't remember if that was the name of it or not. That one that series was decent, and it's not done. It's finished with season 2. That one was okay. Oh, dead Merc.
Yes?
There's been one. Have you guys watched or seen Fury, the Brad Pitt tank commander movie? I watched a documentary of the real life guy, and now I kind of want to watch that movie. That it came out like about 8 or 9 years ago.
The sisterhood
I
welcomes
think that's the name of it. Is it? It looked good, and when like I said, I didn't know about it. I'd seen like clips of it, but I really didn't pay attention, and then I watched the documentary, and people were saying that was the Brad Pitt played the guy. I was like, all right, well, we need to see that. So I got that one on my list to watch as well. Yeah, that was the name of the tank, right? War Pig. It looked good. And like the real life story of the guy is crazy. Like his actual story is nuts. Of course they're going to stand right in the doorway. Of course you are. Ow, god dang it. Archers. I was quiet on the Western Front. I mean, I've heard of the book. Is that like an older one, or did they make a more recent? I feel like that was an old black and white. Did they? I'm assuming they remade it. I think I read it. If I read it, it was a long time ago. Because my dad collected like all the classic books. He had like a whole series of leather bound, all the classics. I know that was one of them. I probably read it because I went through all the ones that were somewhat interesting, but we're talking like 40 years ago. When did they remake? Well, I feel like that was a black and white. Didn't they make it originally as a black and white? Or is it just, I feel like there was two. There was an old version of that. Oh, quiet movie. (2022). That's pretty recent. Wow, that's the only version of that. I haven't seen Dunkirk either. I heard that was pretty good. (2022) though. That's pretty damn recent. Oh my god. Always in the door. Come on, Merc. He died again. I heard Oppenheimer got kind of slow.
Good to see you.
Foe, the initial strike is lightning, but everything else is magic missile or magic.
Hello.
Hello.
Nah, that's just what I heard. Um, I mean, just what I heard. See you, some guy. I don't know. Oppenheimer wasn't on. I knew about it. I knew when it came out. I didn't really have any interest in seeing it. I think it's pretty long though, isn't it? It's like 3 hours or something. Blacklist. That sounds familiar. You said it's on Netflix. What? I mean, what type of show is it? I've never even heard of it. Ah, that's kind of stuff I kind of get into. I get into like the political drama, spy stuff, kind of like realistic, not like Mission Impossible type stuff, but I do get into a lot of fantasy writing. I mean, I do enjoy some historical, like mainly like war movie type stuff. So something like you're talking about, like 1917. I could get into something like that.
Greetings.
Oops. Repair.
What you need?
Parasite? I don't recognize that. Is that... So that would be mother friendly? It's not. It's not subtitled, is it? I was thinking about getting one of those Japanese streaming services for my mother.
Thanks.
There's a couple of them out there that are pretty good size. I don't know anything about Japanese TV, but I figured there'd be something on there she'd enjoy. No, I wanted to watch the first one, and I gotta be honest, getting my wife on board to watch it, I don't know why she's reluctant. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm probably just gonna have to watch it by myself. In fact, I've been meaning to like start the book series because I want to say there's like supposed to be like 8-10 books of the Dune series. Because I've been looking for some new stuff. Oh my god, I've been looking for some new stuff, and one buddy of mine that he read the series, and he said the book series is really good. Alright, my Merc is just getting his ass beat. Yeah, no, I've heard nothing but good things. Like, two of my best friends, they say Dune 2 was one of the best movies they've seen in a while. Like, a long while. They said it was, like, top tier. But they said I should watch the Dune 1, even though the first one's a little slower. Is it that many, Jerry? They said it kind of helps to watch the first one and, like, not dive into Dune 2, obviously. But they're saying that I definitely should watch the first one. You talking about the old one, Pathless? Like from what, 90s? How old was that first Dune movie? 80s? I thought these two, the ones that came out, I thought they just started over like that first movie didn't exist. Is it actually still in series? I should probably read the first book and then maybe look at the movie. Are the movies following the books like 1, 2, 3? All right, y'all confuse me. Compared to the books, like just ignore the first one. Like Dune 1, Dune 2 that's out now. Are they in sequence with, like, do they line up with book 1, book 2? Alright, I'm not going to start another run. It's 6 o'clock. Because to be fair, I really, really like reading books first. Like Game of Thrones, I read all the books. I had read all the books before the series even came out, and to me it was way more enjoyable. And obviously, well, I didn't do that with like the first Shogun series that was on last year. I read the book after. And it was still fun to compare, like what they did in the series versus the book. But like reading the Game of Thrones series and then watching it unfold on the screen was really cool. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Well, if there's that many books out, then they could really keep going down that line for a while at least. There was one more Mamet that he's never going to write. I think when they completed the series without him writing the last book, I think he literally just was like, screw it. Because I was hanging on for that last book, and this last season came out. I honestly thought he was just like, nah, I'm not even gonna bother. They finished it. Really, Jerry? Well, it sounds like at least maybe reading the first couple of books is probably worth it. I've read a lot of Dean Koontz. I've read a lot of his stuff. I'm reading, that's another series, Terry Brooks, the Shannara series. They're so good, man. And he gets no love. I don't think they ever did, or attempted a movie from the Shannara series. Shannara Chronicles is the name of it. Looks like they did. Looks like they did try. Shannara Chronicles 2016, they tried to do it. Must not have done very well. I'll have to check that out and see what they did. It's a 2016 series. That's what I'm reading now. It's the last book of the series. Jerry, here's what I had in my head. Like, the movie came out a long time ago, and I don't know why. I felt like I tried to watch the first one. I don't know. I don't remember now. It's been a long time. And that kind of turned me off of the books. I don't know. There's some weird thing in my head where, like, that movie came out back in the 80s or whenever it was. And I got it in my head because this was like when I'm in high school, right? I did a lot of reading, but like it wasn't like I love reading now. Back then it was like it's kind of enjoyable, but not like reading nowadays. And it just got it in my head like that first movie. I was like, I'm not going to watch that. And that might have been because I feel like I tried to watch that movie and I didn't get into it. And that might have turned me off of reading the book series. Oh, you remember that? Did you watch that, Joe? The Shannara series? Shannara Chronicles? It didn't last long. It only had 2 seasons. All right, I got to put it on my list. I'm going to get the first Dune book from the library and I'm going to try it. And there, to be fair, there is a lot of adaptations that just don't do like the books justice. I still feel that way about the Wheel of Time series. That's what I was thinking, Jerry. It sounds almost like maybe just read the first couple. I might do that. Like I'm halfway through this last Shannara book. I think it's the last one in the series. Then I'll probably check out the Dune. Yeah, Joe, it apparently didn't go anywhere. Because like I heard the Wheel of Time series is like in the 3rd season, and somehow they're trying to tie it back into the books now, which I feel like they've strayed too far to even pull it back in. But now, who knows? All right, guys, I'm going to jump. I'm going to get something to eat. I hate stuff like that. There was a book I read There was a series I was reading, and then the last book that happened, I read a trilogy. I don't remember what it was called now. I've just finished it about a month or two ago. And in the last of the trilogy, they started doing that. And I was like, oh, no, don't go this direction. And they did. And I was like, that screwed it. So it's like, it happens. There's a couple of writers that they've started going down that pulling in their political views and stuff. And sometimes it's not all that bad. Like, what's the writer's name? He does historical fiction. Oh, shoot. I can't remember his name now. And he does, you could tell kind of his political leanings in his writing, but it's still, it doesn't bother me. Some people just take it too far. What's that, James Clavell? Is that his name? I feel like I've read a couple. Maybe not. I know the name because he probably had some movies, right? Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, I need to look at some of his other stuff because Shogun was so good, and that obviously can't be his only book. I'm leery about the second season. I'm hoping they do it justice, man. Because obviously they got showrunners now, because Shogun was only the one book, and they ended the first season with that, with that entire book. So I'm curious to see which direction it goes. I hope it's good. I'm looking forward to it coming out. But I feel like because the actors were so like heavily involved in making sure the series stuck pretty close to the book or just Japanese tradition in general, I feel like they'll probably do the same with the second season. So I'm looking. Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic that it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I hope they do it a good job. Yeah, 100%, dude. But because my wife was kind of on the fence with it. She hates closed caption. she doesn't want to read her TV. I kind of get that to an extent, but dude, it was so good. It was so good that I hope they do it justice with the second season. But we'll see. I don't know how far along they are with it. I feel like a season is probably gonna take a full year to probably film the whole thing. So who knows? We'll see. All right, guys. I'll be on Friday. Same time, same bat channel. Hopefully I'll have this finished and we'll just do some regular farming. All right, guys. I'll catch y'all. No, she don't like Star Wars. Dude, trying to work in what my wife enjoys and what my mother would watch is really hard. It's so tough. I mean, there's some stuff that she and I would enjoy together. I mean, we watched, I don't know if y'all watched, was it on Hulu? Maybe it was Paramount. We watched Landman when my mother was staying with my sister with Billy Bob Thornton. And it had its cheesy moments, but for the most part, it was pretty enjoyable. I enjoyed watching that. No, I get that, Jerry. And it might be something that she would watch. But, like I said, she gets, she refuses to watch anything with Will Ferrell in it just because she doesn't like Will Ferrell, except for Elf. She loves that movie, but anything else that Will Ferrell is in or done, she doesn't want to watch it. She just don't like him. So there's stuff like that that I kind of gotta weave in and out of. I mean, because there's so many just cheesy, funny movies. But it's just she's just not gonna watch them. She's not even gonna try to watch them. So I mean, that's kind of how I have to skew my TV watching. All right, guys, I'll be on Friday. We'll continue this conversation. Maybe I'll squeeze something in between. Ricky Bobby. What was that? That wasn't Talladega Nights. Wasn't that? That was a different movie. Anyways.